Gamers, hello, welcome. Whew. I'm a little bit exhausted, but that's okay. Let me swap scenes real quick. And we'll go over the agenda today. Not hello, Mars, hello, welcome. Okay. So here's our agenda today. I want to finish the SSN map for sure. And maybe if we have time I'm going to try to add a Team Rocket plot. So if you don't know, admins in this game don't exist. And I was thinking about this after the super secret Saturday stream that was totally impromptu. But I was thinking about like how the admins, and I was talking to Bio about it, and the admins don't show up until post game. So I kind of want to add Team Rocket here, and this be the first like true dungeon of the game. Also, it gives a better excuse instead of the kid just wanting to rub the captain's back for cut if we maybe save the captain. So yeah, I want to do those things for sure. I definitely want to finish the SSN map. I'm actually trying to fix my warps at the moment. One of these warps is broken. So the Saturday stream, if you guys do not know, we started working on the SSN. We went through, added a bunch of moves, tested all of it, so that was all live. And then we started the SSN, and that proved way more difficult than I thought. I had to make a tile, and even now, I really don't think I made it well, but it works. So yeah, I want to do that. I want to add some Team Rocket grunts here and there, and try to change some of the trainers around. Like I said, I want this to be like a pretty brutal first dungeon, if you want to put dungeon lightly. So those are our agendas today. Excuse me. I was doing a little workout before stream started, so I'm kind of tired, but that's okay. I have a little bit of water. I'll probably have to go get more water. But gamers, hopefully you guys are doing well. So yeah, what Mountain Boom be the first? Mount Boom kinda is the first dungeon, but I really didn't do much to Mount Moon other than like add a couple things here and there. I want this to be the true first, like, oh, it's this type of game dungeon. I mean, I could do that with Mount Moon, and maybe I will, but I don't know. Whenever the first bit of playtest goes out, that way you can kind of see level differences. We'll kind of go from there on that one. Avi, hello. Also, Bio, hello. So, I learned something about the warps, other than the one that's broken, because one of these is broken. I've learned how to point warps now to the actual warp tiles. So, you'll notice if I hover over them, it will actually say like the target warps. It actually shows the room, with the exception of this one. I know it's pointing to this tile, but it won't show like the actual thing. Maybe if I change this to 12, it will. Let me see if that does it. I don't know. But anyways, it has to do with this target warp. I don't know if it's because it's in a different bank or what. That'll be something I just have to test. So, and I'll move this dude out of the way for me to test it. Actually, I probably could do it right now. Let me just play real quick. Go through the good old devil door, because I'm pretty sure it's still, yeah. So, yeah, if we go through this, it should take us right to, oh, it takes us right in front of this dude. Okay, so that broke that warp. So let me move this back and move this back. 12, 1. Okay, let me see if that fixes it. Real quick, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna move, like, wait. So, I'm still learning warps. They're not terribly hard. It's just, when you have multiple pointing in one, like, area, I think is where the problem arises. So. Alright, so we go in this. That takes us here. So that does take us there. And if we go back, where does this take us? Okay, that takes us to where we don't want to go. I don't even know where that point is. Oh, that's like... It's taking us like way over here, right? So if I change... So there's two warps here. There's target warp 1. Which maybe I can change both of these to 3. What is this one? Is this one 3? If I change this one to 4, and then we go here and change this also to 4. Go back here. That's still wanting to point like right towards blue, which is kind of concerning. I don't know. I'll fix the warps and then we'll worry about that. Looks like confusing to program. I mean, they are, but they're not at the same time. Like, I don't know. It's something to do with like it leaving the map bank is when they get confusing. Let me run through. Oh, let me, I know what I can do. Because that'll take us straight to here. I'll just have this. I am going to block that off. RO smugness. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I'll leave that open so I can test this gateway, but it will be closed off. Come on. Let me slow down. I'm using my mouse or my keyboard for actual passing. Also, there's a warp here, apparently. Interesting. So, I need to figure out where those warps are. So, if we go up the stairs... Okay, so that does take us to blue. So... Let me go back here. Redo all these. One. Okay, so that should be that. Also, where is it pulling those warp tiles to? Is the thing. Huh. I mean, I could do this, I suppose. Make it shorter there. I also need... Where's this corner piece? One? Nope. I need the corner piece for this. Okay, that's just weird graphic. Jello, hello, welcome. It's still registering the doors that aren't there anymore? It sure is, and there is no warp banks towards those doors. Okay. Let me adjust. Let me save it and play it and see what happens. Do the first one. Andreas, hello, welcome. All right, so that takes us there. That takes us there. Okay, and that puts us in the middle of the room. So why... It's definitely got to do with something on, like, this target warp and this one being slightly different. Target bank goes to 117, so it's hitting the right bank. 1.5 is the SSN bank. Tim, hello, welcome. So, is it... Do I need... If I change this to 12, that's what breaks... this, right? What if I delete this one? What if I just delete it? We'll put that here. Target 1.5. And it goes to 1, 3, 4. And we change this to go also to 4. What about that? Creepy pasta. Managed to get a second Articuno EX full Rs. Nice. Could you move the outer warp to the spot where it keeps throwing you out to try exiting the room again to make it seem like it's not broken? I could, but I kind of want it to work like this, though. I assume that's going to take us back to this door. Right. What is this warp block? This one's 4. Let's... If I change this to like 25, and I just straight up remove this warp, add another warp, change that to 25. I apparently changed it to 15. 25. What does it do then? What creepypasta would you prefer? I mean, I did add a little bit of a creepypasta already. I just don't want to say what it is or where it's at. All right, so if I go this way, it takes me to this, so that breaks that. And it takes you to there. Where? Also, I'm curious, did that fix that? Why is it wanting to... Huh. That is super busted. It sure is. And I don't know why either. Target bank is 117. This is map 117. So why, oh why? Okay, let me... Man, I want to fix this because I have to fix this. What if I moved it like here? Does that do anything? Target... X and Y is the coordinates of this. Elevation doesn't matter because that's just like the elevation the thing's on. Target bank is this. I'm gonna delete this warp. And this warp. No. And I'm gonna add a warp. That one goes to 1.5. I'm going to add a warp here. And that's going to go to 1.7. Do I need to rewarp this? Sec. If I delete this warp, so this goes to 110 and copy. Where does this go now? That needs to go to 110. All right, so, and if I delete this one, let me copy this. Chat, we're gonna get this warp. Oh, where is this warping from? All right, one sec. Let me put this back here. So this is 1.4 is the bank. Target warp 3. So if I delete this, add another one. Okay, that's fine. I'll delete every one of these warps. All right, 1.8. Copy this. 1.8. All right. So that's taking us to the trash can warp now. So if I delete, this should take us back to 112. Oops. 112. I might have broken it there. Okay, so 112 is this dude, which should take us to there. Okay, I think I fixed it. No, on a mountain silver. It was between floors and buildings, right? Could you go look at those and see? I could. That might be a good idea, but I think I fixed it. I think it was like the placement of it. So, all right, I'm going to save it. We're going to run a quick little testaroni here. See, I know one of the other warps is also broken, but it's like in one of the rooms, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal to fix. So this takes us here. I'm honestly, I would rather it take us here than it not work at all. And this goes to here. So that fixes that problem. So this is target warp 2. If I change this to 2, let's see how this goes. All right, dev door. Go through here. That takes us there. Bam. All right. So if we run through this, that. I think one of these is broken. One of these is definitely broken. Okay, so we'll have to fix that. All right. So we know we can get through this room. We get through this room, right? This one should point to 117, which it does. This one right here should be pointing to 116. So this one should point back to one. Let me check the room number. So this is 129. So this one needs to point back to 129, which it does. $129. All right, so 129. Yes. All right, so after 129, we need to be pointing back to 116, which that one does, and that one points to 114, which we never got to this room. Where is this breaking at? Just so that way I know where it's breaking at, I'm gonna add an NPC in every one of these. It's gonna be random NPCs. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna kind of exist. Specifically Pokemon. So we have you in this room. We have here in this room. We'll have Suicune in this room. We will have this room. And we'll have Celebi in this room. It's just so I can tell the difference in like the room organization. 113. And we'll have a code here. 12 for this old man. We'll have here. And that should take us out to here. 12, 6. So I'm going to hope that takes it out there. I can probably change it to 6. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, the beast room back. This is a glitch that makes it you never use 4 on you. I actually didn't know that was a thing. Imagine you keep going, it gets darker and darker. It gets darker. Don't worry. I'll have a gym for that. All right. So what? All right. This one is broken for sure. So this warp needs to point back to something else. So the room before the Kabuto. All right. Mew. Yep. Okay. So this warp 114. So this warp needs to go to 114, not 13. That will take us back here. Okay. Let me see if that does anything different here. Alright, so we go here. There's a Mew walking. Here's an Entei. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so... But that's okay, because we can fix this. So this is target number 2. That's also target number 2. Chat, warps are so hard to do. It might be better do I want... That just sucks that would be the case. I'm glad I never ran into that glitch. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to write down the room numbers in Notepad here. I'm gonna have to redo these warps entirely. So we have 1-5 goes to this should go to 117. 117. I don't know if you guys can see my notepad or probably. All right, and then from 117 117 goes to 129. Weird numbering, by the way. 129. How do they have this? I probably should do. So I can copy and paste. 7. 29. All right, 129 goes to 116. And 116 goes to all right, 116 goes to 115. 15. Also, chat, I promise I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just having to focus because if not, I'm dumb. 115 goes to 114. 114 goes to 113. Right? Yes. And 113. I presume 112. 12. And then 112 routes back 1-5. Okay. That secret legendary Pokemon was gas Undertale. I've never played Undertale, so those are meaningless for me. Alright, so let's do this again. Alright, this warp we know works. I'm gonna delete this warp, add a new warp. So we are on. All right, so we're in 117. So 117 needs to go to 129. All right. This I'm going to delete, add a warp. That goes back to 117. We're just going to do them one at a time, chat. I don't want to save in there, by the way, in case it breaks them. All right. Still isn't pulling in the right one. All right. So this is pointing to 2. This is also pointing. Do I need to delete this? Add another warp for it to be 1-5. Illumiosing yourself? Yeah. And we know it's all too easy. So that fixes that. That takes care of that. Okay, that goes to this room. Okay. Solid fix. It's the same portals? Yeah, portals are a nightmare. Alright, so this room is fixed. Now we have this room to worry about. So I need to delete. It's like, let me see, where does this go? This needs to point. So this one isn't pointing to the correct portal. So it needs to go. We're on room 129, so this needs to go back to room 17. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so that takes care of this. I'm gonna go back. Alright, that works. This way goes that way. Alright, it's still wanting to point towards that. Why, though? If I change the nomenclature of this warp event to like 3, right? And I change this one to 3. Does that fix this? No, that puts us here. I wish I knew. Can I change when? Can I put? No. When? I'm a 3. No, that just is 2. Chat, I'm learning warps are very hard. Like, I don't know what you're doing. It's not that. I know what I'm doing. It's for some reason it's not wanting to right to the right. It's not wanting to point to the right warp area. It's pointing to the right bank. It's not pointing to the right tile. One, 5, 1. Those are for those. So if those are set to 2, what if I don't want to break this now. Maybe I should. If I put this 3, this 3, does that? It breaks the other warps again. How you go to? I mean, it should be this target warp. I'm gonna change you to like 69. There's no shot there's 69 warps here. Alright, let's see what this does. Alright, so that takes care of that. We're going back to where that is. That works. That room takes us in here. So it's like on the way back, it can't find the warp. And I don't know. Is it? One sec. There's something else I want to test too. Moving too much. That's fine. The Mew can move all at once. Okay, so that seems to have fixed that. Where you can't just go in the rooms anymore. That isn't the underlying problem, right? Huh. You find an issue you could see what the code is actually doing? Well, I mean, you can't really, like, it's binary, so you would just see 1s and 0s. You wouldn't actually see anything on that. You need to decomp, and I can't port this over to decomp. It runs binary and hex. I'll show you. But either way, that's not the point. The point is I would have to have decomp to actually look into what it was actually doing. So, do I mean, I can technically, right? Delete all the warps. I have the warp points of where they need to go. This warp, for instance, maybe it was something to do with that because I just got a thing that's triggered for it. This warp, so we're in 129, so this one needs to go to 117. Which should be here. I'm gonna delete this too. This warp should go to 129. Those two warps, okay, good deal. All right, so in warp 117, room 117, this warp should go back to 1-5, which looks like that's it. All right, I'm just gonna test it real quick, chat. Let's just see what happens. It's adding data, which might have been what the problem was. All right, that takes us back to there. I don't want to hold my butt cheeks, chat, but I think it's something to do with the old warps that were here. Right, I did get to... Let me go back. I did get to the ladies' room, right? Now I'm like subconsciously paranoid. Okay, I did, and the ladies' room doesn't have a warp tile active, which is fine. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna add another warp. This warp should not go to 117. So we're in 129. 129 should go to 116. I'm gonna just do these, like I said, one at a time. Fun fact, chat, we might be on the SSN all day today. All right, so I'm gonna test the warps. That still works. That takes us to there. That takes us to there. Oops. Okay, that's fine, because I'm gonna delete those warps. So we're in 116. I'm gonna delete that, delete that. This warp right here. This one, because we're in 116. So this one should go back to 129. So trial and error, baby. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, that's still pointing us to the random old man. Is that because of this? If I change this to 2, will that fix that? Ow. Alright, it's still wanting to put us there. But why? Alright. I'll delete this warp block again. Let's see what happens. Maybe I just need to delete it. I feel like it won't be as bad, chat, once we get past the 2 rooms. Alright, it's still wanting to do it. But why? Why? Warp block Y. If I change this to 3, I change this to 3. Maybe I need to actually change both these to. All right. Okay. That seemed to have worked. You need to face down. I want to try this again. Okay. Maybe it was needing to set to 1. We gotta try it that way, and we gotta go backwards too. But we're making progress. Alright, the old man doesn't have a warp, right? He does not have a warp. Okay. Let's go backwards. Did not point to the right one. Alright. So... But why isn't it pointing to the right one? Is the question. And I... Out of curiosity, if I change one of these to 0, does that... Okay, change it to 256. Does that do anything? I mean, it puts you back here. So where... It's why I still need to go back and watch your Aggro. I missed most of it. I'm doing pretty well. We're making a ROM hack, and I'm very confused. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it's wanting to do specifically this for these tile warps. But we actually, speaking of the egg lock, we should be doing the egg lock a good bit this week. I want to try and finish by next week. So, let me... Do I dare just delete, like, all the warps? Is it something with the map header? It's a sand. Allow escaping 4 number. I'm going to do this to see what happens. I'm going to undo that back. Real quick, save. Primary block sets, SSN, that's fine. We don't care about that. War number. No, it's not a border block issue. There's no wild data. Let me look at something real quick, chat. And see if there's a tutorial real quick. Patches, scripts. There is not. So we're in this to figure it out. Maybe... I don't want to delete, like, all the warps. Because I feel like that's going to cause more of a problem. But maybe I should delete all the warps in these rooms. Because I can hop to them from, like, this way. 12, 13. Let me look at something else here. We have... It's so weird how 29 is here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I'm gonna delete every one of these warps. Okay. All the warps should be deleted. Should be. So if we go... to 112. I'm just gonna make him go in order, chat. 112. This old man. This should go to 1-5. But not that 1-5. It should be this one. Oh, that's right. The first one is 12. Alright, let me change this to 2. Alright. Also, while I'm here, just go ahead. And I can actually, I guess, move this one around. Alright. So, what application is this? This is called Hexmaniac Advanced. It is not Advanced Maps. When you teleport, are you still you? Right now, no. Alright, so we're at 112, which is the first map. 112. Alright. So, next one, this next warp, should go to 113. Which should be this room. And this warp should go back to 112. I would totally download myself. Alright, that's not where we go. Because it's taking us to here and not here. So, this is map 12. If I change this one to 3, and this one also, what is that? Is the portal breaking? It's not necessarily breaking. I'll show you real quick because I'm gonna run a test. I'm trying to figure out where to point it to. Because see how it's going to this tile? It shouldn't be going to this tile. This tile should take you to another room. It should be taking you to this tile. And I don't know why it's not. Okay, SSN, hot. How's that? What if I just deleted? What happened? We add a warp here. It goes to 1-5. Oh, there's some overlapping. That's maybe. I really need to like change these, by the way, to because they are getting annoying. Okay. We just have one tile. It still wants to take us to the middle of the floor. And I don't know why it wants to take us to the middle of the floor. Maybe I delete this. I'll delete it. Add a new warp. Change this. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just leave it at 6. Create warps moving. That broke. Mewtwo's there, moving back and forth, taunting me. Okay, so somehow I broke the SSN warp. Which for sure isn't good. But chat, you know what? We'll get through it. Okay, it's still wanting to do that. You know what? This warp doesn't need to exist for now. This goes to 1-8. It'll go to 1-8 later. All right. This warp actually doesn't exist for now. I think that's what it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna have to delete all the warps as I go through for them to fix themselves. I think is what I'm gonna have to do. These are objects, because these are all the warps that are here. Music, layout. Okay. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that right now. Let's just see what happens. If I have to keep making warps, I'll make warps. Okay. Target bank 1. Reading oil could be a hard fix if spaghetti is what's actually breaking it. I think spaghetti is what's actually breaking it. Like, genuinely is what's breaking it. Alright, so... add a new warp. This one needs to go to 1-8. Like, I don't know why the SSN, the entrance to the SSN, isn't pointing to this door anymore. Maybe I need to delete this door and target warp. Okay. Maybe the problem lies... well, actually... chat, the problem that we're running into might not actually be a problem. I mean, it is, but that's a separate warp. Because that's the Kanto warp. If I put this 1-4... like, we go to pallet down. Is he gonna let me in? He might not let me in. If I change the target bank to 1-4, that way it's not going to the SSN. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. 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 That's a neat trick. Yeah. Sure is. What if I had a new warp? Here. And... put that there. Nope, still broken. Okay. So if we go all the way back here, at this point, I think the door was working for SSN. Okay. Well, I mean, you don't... no, you do leave the SSN. Okay, I have got to figure out warps. But I don't know... There's nothing on warps. One sec. Okay, okay. Yeah. They were warp tutorial? You would think so. Alright. One sec, chat. One sec. Alright. Alright. Let me see if this is the solution here. So this is going number 2. So we're 117. This will be number 3. And need to go to map header. So 117. So this one needs to go to 129. This needs to go to 129. And just this. Wait, doesn't it go to 120? No, this one needs to go from 129 to 17. So this was firm 3. I want to test something. Sequencing. Yeah, I think this block's behavior does not work. Cross layers. All right, let's go. We're going to Silphco real quick. All right, so this goes to 152 and the target warp is 2. Oh boy. So peeking at Silphco, yeah. We're peeking at Silphco now. So this is map bank 154. So we're currently 48. And its target warp is 6. So it should be near these bushes. Right? 154 near the end of the hallway. Target 3, target 6. So the target warp doesn't have to match. 3 and 6. All right, let's look at a different one here. So this one's going to 54. And this is target warp 2. 2 and 5. So, would it be... Okay. I have another idea. I don't know if this is going to work. SSN. I think the SSN warp's also broken. Alright, I'm going to redo, like, kind of everything. Might be here for that. Because we've made a lot of changes. Okay. Saving it here. Alright, that's the one to take us to this warp. I don't know why, chat. Ugh. I'm gonna delete this warp. I want to add it again. Actually, what was that warp going to? It was like 110, right? That tracks. Probably. Okay. We know the SSN can be accessible and inaccessible. Probably at this point. So, what if I change the target maps? So if I add, so this block right here is 128, right? So if I go here, change this to 128, and add this warp. And instead of going to 128, this one goes back to 117. And I hop back across this. Like, maybe it's something to do with room, not the total warps that are wrong. I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I've gotta go all the way back. What would happen if I did that? 12. Old men. Okay, so that one goes to 112, which is fine. I'd rather go to 170. Okay, we'll deal with that part slightly. Oh, that's right. It's wanting to. I don't know, chat. I might have to, like, do research to figure out the warps. I don't know. Especially because of how many warps that it is here. All the options you add besides Vaporeon? None. Because I'm at a standstill. I just don't know where, like, theoretically, right? It should just be that it's pointing to a simple, like, the warp tile that links to it should take you to the exact same warp tile. Should. And I don't know. And I assume if I delete this, this deletes, like, all the warps, right? Yeah. So we do not want that. We do not want that. Wait, create new data. Scripts. Come on. We're there in the corner. It's like target room map, like work. Let me go. Are you talking about like? So this is targeting the room map. Are you talking about in Silphco? Let me go back to Silphco. So it's targeting the bank, which is 149. And it's saying the target warp is number 9. So you should land... My thought is you would land on tile, or like the not warp tile that's there. That's how they're linked. But that's not the case. Because that's saying the target warp is 2. Should is a dangerous word. Yeah, I like to live dangerously though. Okay. Alright, 1 second. Alright, I'm on the HMA Discord. So target equals where you spawn. Which tracks. That bank. And then the map number. So the map bank is 1, which is where all these are stored at. And it's on map 48 in bank 1. Target warps, number of your target warp. Okay. Chat, I appreciate you guys being patient. Let me look and see. That I was actually looking to see if there was a script to run. And there technically is, but it's for Ruby and Sapphire. Because that target warp in the other room leads to, I don't know, warps hurt my brain. At the moment. But I'd need to figure it out. And I don't know. I need to also test something real quick with the S. Let me remove these trash cans. To see if I've really broken something. Because the SSN, you should be able to leave and not be there. The fact that you're putting it yourself out here means something is turbo broken. This one be 6, maybe? Oops. Okay, so that fixes... Okay, so I fixed that. So those two are linked. Okay. I at least fixed the SSN. So warp 2 of map A is leading to warp 9 of map B. Vice versa. I don't know. I really don't know. Like... It would be different if it was just stairs, I think. Because you could have stairs going up and down. But theoretically... that shouldn't matter. Shouldn't. If I go here, go to add map and go to add a new script. Is there a way I can get variables? Probably. So, well, I think the stairs also count as part of the numbers of warp rooms. That's how it looked. Yeah, anything, stairs and stuff should be using the same thing. But I don't understand why it's wanting to, like, I don't understand where the logic comes in on the actual warp. Captain Planet, hello, welcome. Like, here are all the warp points for it. Let me, I tell you what, let me save, go home, go back to maps. Let me look at Sylph again. So these are all our warps, right? Yeah, these are all our warps. So I don't... And some of them are the same and some of them are different. And yeah, I don't know. Because yeah, these are also using the same bank. 1, 4, 4. 1, 3, 4. Is there 1, 2? No, it's not tied to the number of actual things that are here either. I don't know. I genuinely do not know, chat. I think I'm gonna have to do research on the SSN. I don't think we'll be able to finish it today because I don't know. Without super, unless the target warp, unless this is pointing to somewhere else. Let me do this. Let me go home. Let me see if I can find it. Graphics, bag, battle, maps, bank 1, SSN. These are all the SSN banks. And I'm assuming, yeah, if you click on it, it just takes you there to them. So it's nothing to do with that. So if I delete these extra warps, because I don't want to break too many things. The thing is, like, before stream started, I was like, oh, I kind of get this now. Fairy Forest. Heavy. There. Home. Graphics. Was it in graphics? I always forget where these are. Text, maps. Good. Graphics. Like 1. It's the same. And go to like 1. Header 13. I'm just going to delete the ones that are currently here. Don't be a cringe word, but hello. Seven. It's empty. Okay. All these are now empty. So if all these are empty now, saving it. If I go home, graphics, scripts, apps, bank 1, that's the same. That way I can shortcut it here. So 215. If I add this one, it needs to go to 117. And this warp should go back to 15. But it should not go to that one. It should go to 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay. Alright. What if... Chat, hear me out. Because we can see the warp point... Will I stream tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow is the egg lock. So at this point in time... If I hover over something, I should be able to see it. So if I change this to 1... What about 2? Okay, if I put this to 1, let me see if I can do this. Alright, let me clear out this. Because this, theoretically, this door, I don't care where it leads me off at. Okay. I have a theory, chat. I have a theory. A game theory. So that goes to 117. So if I put another warp here, saying that this one goes to 129, and I change this to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if you have to hover over it. 4. I want to check something quick. Okay, so I do need to change it. So 1. 2. 3. What I want to try to do, chat, is to see if I can just go up until the room shows. Because if the room shows, it's set up correct. And just to make sure, 129 is a room, right? Nine, 10. Let me set this warp real quick. See if this does it. Okay. Let me see. Real quick, chat. I'm just going to do a quick test. That's fine. Alright, so that's working. That's also still working. That one does not work. Is it? So if I change this to 2, what about this? If I change this to 2, it's gonna be trial and error. The one in room B is still set to target room 1. Yeah, I think so. Let me just see what happens here. Okay. So far, so good. Nothing is broken. All right. So, now then, we need another warp block here. This warp block, going from 129, should go to 116. And this warp block should go back to 129. So, if I change this to 3... 4? I'm gonna leave this to 3 real quick. Let's just see what happens. See what changes, see what breaks. That works. That works. That takes us back there. Okay. Alright, that takes us to the middle of the room. So, this one we know isn't rot. 5, 6, 7, 8. What if we do 8 and then we change this one from 1, also 8? But I don't think that works either, right? Yeah, because that's going to take us to this room. Sorry, chat. I had to. Okay. I want to be... Okay. So, this room works. This room doesn't work on this one. So, let me go back to room... Let me point it to room 1. Alright, so room 1... Let me just see what happens when we do room 1. Okay. So that takes us now to room 1. Okay. And this one needs to take us back. Room 2. What about if I change this to... Or if I change this back to 1? Oh, I forgot about that dude. Face down or left. I don't care which way you face. Alright, each room has their own individual warp count. Rest, so theoretically, it should be... It should I think you're right. Okay, so that is pointing us to this room. Okay, at some point we're making progress. And I think this one has to be set to 2, and the next one has to be set to 1. If what mine and Bios think is working, if we're thinking the same logic. So this should go from 116. 116 should go to 115. Right. And the 115 one should go to 116. So that should go to 1. And I think this one has to be set to 2. Yeah? Okay, so that one breaks now. One sec, let me replay it. Alright, so that works. We get to the little girl's room, which doesn't have a warp. Okay. So the little girl's room. The little girl's room works correctly. Going back, the old man's where it breaks. Yeah, but I think if I change this to 2, Oh, wait. Maybe I am dumb. Alright, let's see here. Alright. By George, I think we've done it. Chat, give yourself a clap at maybe learning how warps work. Okay, so. Alright. Alright, so this one should be set to 1. And it should be, we're on room 15. 15 should go to 14. 15 should go to 14. This one should be set to 2. And it should go back to 15. Right? So the left one is always going to be 1. The right one's always going to be 2. Right? At least for now. Okay, and if we go... Get out of here, Celebi. Oh my god. We did it, chat! I'll remove the legendaries once I get the maps done. Alright. So, Suicune. Okay. No wandering around. Okay. So. This one should be 1. And we're on 14. So this one actually needs to go back to 5. So this is where... Okay. So this is where the trickiness comes in, right? So... Everything aside, as soon as you look at the self-code once compared to the process, it's just really hard to properly convey. Alright, well, Bio, let me, I'm gonna ask you for your words of wisdom here. The warp that we just created needs to go here. So this one's 1. We've got 3 here. Chill for a while. They do get to chill for a while. So 2 is the door here. 3 is down there. So I guess it's 3. I need to leave this open. It needed to point to here. So that one's 3. So all these should still work. I'm going to save it and we're going to test at this point in time. All right. So, first things first, SSN works. When you go in the SSN, it doesn't work. So this one's 3. Okay, so first things first. If the SSN... Look at the very top of the warp information panel when you select the warp. Okay, I've got a warp selected. We need the SSN. When you enter, it comes in here. Hello, Carrie. We're pulling our hair out. Because this one's not just 1 and 2. Although I guess I can just change this. This one. I guess if that changes to 2. What ROM name did you edit? Warp event. That's the warp number that the tile goes by. Wait a minute. Question. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. So. Okay. Okay. Where's pallet? I can't find the piece. Computer. Pallet. Pallet. Alright, so this one's pointing to the warp event 4. This should be pointing to 2 because 2 takes you to that door in the SSN. This takes you to the warp event 3, which is right here because that's warp. Okay. Bio, thank you so much. I'm losing it, but now. Yes. All right, we're fitting. All right, chat. We're doing a little bit longer stream. All right, we now thanks to Bio, we will now finish the SSN in its glory. I didn't get across earlier when we were first in Silphco. Yeah, for some reason I saw this, but I didn't pay any attention that it was like Warp Event 5. So cool. All right, so this is Warp Event 5. The reason this is 5 is because that takes you to the Warp Event. Okay. All right, so it's time for the legendaries to go away. All right, and just to make sure. All right, so this should take us to Warp Event 3, which should be so that's Warp Event 5, Warp Event 3. Where is Warp Event 3? Oh, this is Warp. So I need to change this to Warp Event. Okay, I just need to flip-flop these. Okay. Oops. I went too far, chat. Alright, so this warp event should be 6 because that's the tile, right? That's the tile is warp event 6. This is warp event 6. This is warp event 3. And it needs to point to warp event 1. Which should take us down there. Jake, hello, welcome. I'm locking in. Dude, if I wouldn't have noticed that warp event, I would have been like, I was getting when it said the 1 and 2, and they would multiple happens, but I was just kind of guessing on it. But yeah, that makes things much easier to figure out. Okay, and we can actually delete this. I'll keep that for right now for the warp bank. Okay, so now that we've got that, time to do it all again. All right, so we have, I'm going to just do 128 goes to, all right, 128 should go to, I can just do the map header. I don't know why. 128. This is 127. 7. Go. 6. Right. There's actually a lot of works. 26, 25, and 24. Okay. 6 goes to 5. 5 goes. Right, that's the last room. Okay. All right. So I'm going to delete this entirely. We're going to create a new warp. All right. So there's this warp event. This warp event should go. I didn't write down the ship. The ship is 1/8. Okay, so 1/8. Honestly, I could actually leave this door here. Delete. I can just leave the door here because the door here is fine. We can just set a warp to this. And this warp won't have a warp event just yet, but this one, so we're on 128, so that should go to 127. 127. All right. So, and this is warp event 2. On 127. All right, so this one should be 127, and it should go... Oh, I'm dumb. I am literally stupid. For a different reason, chat. Oh, that's right. Never mind. I remember now why we did the double warps. I remember now. All right, so this one needs to actually go 1/8. So this one needs to go to 1/8 for this warp event, which will be... Which one did I have in this one? These ones are up and down. So let me put this over. So this one goes here. So this needs to go to the warp event. That is 3. This one needs to be 3. So that'll take us in there. This one needs to be the warp event. What is this? 6. So this should be 6. And I will do that. I'll take care of this. I'm actually going to move these like slightly over so it's not like right in the way. Oops. Okay. All right. So we have that. All right. So we don't want it to be 127. We want it to be 20. 28 should go to 27. And this. So it needs to be. This one should be 128. Or sorry, 28. Right. Yep. And this is warp event 1. So this should be warp event. Takes you to that warp event. Okay. Just make sure warp event. Man. What's into that trash can? I don't know. I'll look in a second. A hyper potion. That's kind of early for a hyper potion. You're not getting a hyper potion, really. All right, so this is warp event 6. This should be warp event. Oh, did I double click? Wait a minute. This goes to 128. That's warp event 6. This is warp event 6. Okay. All right. All right, chat. We're cooking. We're cooking. Where'd the clown go? Harry? I don't know. Actually, she went to work. That's where. Another super potion. I'll give you a citrus berry. Okay. I put 200 HP this early? I have no idea. All right. So 128. Wait. Oh yeah, 1/8. So this goes to 127. Right? Warp event 1. That is warp event 1. So if that's warp event 1, this should be warp event 2. And we are on 127, which means we need to go to 26. And we can do this. So 26 needs to go back to 7. 27. And that was warp event 2, right? 2. Also, there's an item here. Believe it. Okay. And then we had another warp, which, so we're on 126, which this should go to 125. Warp event 1. And this should go back to, we're on 125. This should go back to 120, not that far. We should go back to 120 or 126. Not warp event 3, but warp event 2. That's what this one is, right? Yeah. And I think that's all around 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're on 125. So 125. This should go to 124. Correct? Yes. Warp event 1. What's it sound? TM44. I need to check what TM44 is. Chat, I feel so dumb. No shot, this is Thunderbolt. Oh, 44. Okay, wait a minute, never mind. Yeah, you're not getting that TM. I'll give you TM 36. How about that? Actually, yeah, TM 30. TM 44 is one of the ones I changed. I'm also gonna move this item. Oh wait, did I put? Yeah, they're fun. All right, so 4 target warp 1. That should be target. So that should go back to 1, 5. Target warp. Right, chat. I think this works. And then so, okay. So this one, oh, still rest or whatever to keep there. Yeah, it's not rest. It's like a late game move. It was actually Moonblast. I made Moonblast a TM. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Add this to the warp event. So this is now warp event 7. And this is just a bunch of like nothing, right? And this goes upstairs. Okay. All right. Chat, I'm a liar. We'll probably end it after I do this room because I'm starving. Okay. So we've got this block. So this needs to go back to 1-5. And I think it was warp event 7, right? Which is right here. And that way they can go either. Right? And then this one needs to go to 124. Warp event. What? 2? Yes, 2, 1. Okay. All right. I think we got it mastered. We did finish the SSM, but we're totally gonna finish it next week. So we now know how warps work. So we just have this. I do need to get rid of these doors. However, so we can just delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. Add this, this. Cool. And I'm gonna move this like over. So I want to check something real quick. Okay. So that's gonna take us into here. Yep. There was no other items, right? Ether's probably fine. TM36. Okay. Maybe we shoved garbage cans in front of them. Garbage cans in front of where? The doors? I think, technically, I guess I could. I already removed the doors. Maybe I'll do that on the top floor. All right, so I do want to section this off here. Do we have a towel? This is actually gonna be tricky. One sec. Because actually, is this gonna be tricky? Go up here. Actually, if we do this, right? We do that. Mid-chair, but you get what I mean. All right, if we do this, I want the final room. Like, obviously, this is the final thing. So you go up here, right? You warp here, you go up here, you're in the stairwell. I guess the best thing to do would probably be to do this. Oops. Would be to do this. And not that. What did this use? Oh, it's just next to the trash can. Like, if it was... I'll have to fix, like, these specific corner tiles, right? But if we did something like this... Probably. W. Go back to, where is this tile? It's that cool. Do we do that and then just go down this way. We change this corner block to sadly, hello, welcome. And we just change these to this and go this way. Then we can take this and oh wait, this way. There we go. And I mean, I'll have to fix like these corners, but I need everything's backwards in this. All right, I need to do this one. Not that one. This one. That doesn't look too bad, right, chat? After you do this, Ron, will you be doing a tutorial or something on how you did on all your progress? Well, the goal is to stream making the entire thing. So I don't think I would do a tutorial because I am a beginner. As in, literally, this entire stream was me figuring out how warps work and they're void. I mean, I could do like but yeah, I don't think I'm like the most qualified. You talking about like that? But I mean, I would be happy to help people. I feel like it's too much of a void. What do you guys think? That? Or this, where it's super bright? A very small part when you're actually moving the map. I guess that's true. Alright, we'll leave it like that. So yeah, I am chaotic and we'll put Ghost Girl in the void. So, like, if I added Mewtwo here, I'm not going to, but... Okay. Alright. I think we made good progress. The fact that we finally figured out warps, even though it was something so dumb to figure out, we've mastered it. Thank you, Bio, again for the help on it. I genuinely do not think we would have been able to figure it out if it wasn't for that. So yeah, there is that. Do I want... do that and that looks better, right, chat? I think that looks slightly better. And then we just have to map these. I think that looks slightly better. Yeah. All right. Gamers, thank you guys so much. I'm retiring for today. I'm gonna get food. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing the egg lock. So if you don't know what that is, it's where chat has given me Pokemon. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've done it last. So yeah, egg lock pretty much the rest of the week. I might tack on an extra stream sometime, like maybe an early Saturday, not really early, but like a lunchtime stream for more of the dev stuff to make progress because I want to finish the SSN. We'll have now 3 weeks working on the SSN, and we've made no progress in a way, but also we've made a lot of progress. So if you're new here, make sure you follow or subscribe if you're on YouTube. I appreciate both. Like the video, of course, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, same place. Goodbye.